everyone, welcome to another fantastic episode on Barbie's Diary. My name is Barbara Omo-Odudu and I film about family, career, lifestyle and also its relocation, settling in a new city in Canada. My family and I relocated to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada in 2022. Before I go on with our conversation for today, like you already know and you can already see, we have a very special guest, the Idon, on our channel today. Everybody, literally everybody, has been asking after you since our PR video.
Oh,
I'm sure, yeah, and you've been seeing the comments, right? Because
I see some of them.
A lot of people have been asking for you, and it's like, am I not okay for you guys on this channel? But the moment I mentioned in that my video on Canada is not paradise, the moment I mentioned there that I will try to get my husband to come shoot a video with me, I got a number of comments requesting, please, we need your husband on the channel. I said, babes, everybody wants you on the channel, so please say hi to the viewers.
Hi guys, I'm your celebrity guest. So I'm here, guys.
We really appreciate you for coming around. Thank you so much. Without much ado, we'll be jumping right into it. So first things first, guys. It's not. I think it's a coincidence that we're both wearing red, a bit of red today, and it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, babes. High five to you. I'm just going to try to break the ice quickly before we get into the conversation for today. What do you like the most about living in Canada? Really quickly.
The thing is, my wife don't give me heads up for this question, right? But what do I like the most? The fact that, basic things of life are, things that used to be like a big deal back home, like power supply, good roads. You get the value for what you pay, so that is just enough for me.
One of the fondest things I like about Canada is, of course I say it all the time, is the working system. I do not like stress. Like, I will take the soft life over anything that is struggle today. I just believe that you don't have to do so much to get the basic things in life, and that's what I enjoy here, and that's why I'm grateful to God for this opportunity to be here. Let us toast to our first Canada Day. So we're going to cheers to our first Canada Day.
Good health, more wins.
Amen.
Raise beautiful kids.
Amen.
Success in Canada.
Amen.
Beyond.
Everything good by the grace of God. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Baileys is always the winner for me, guys. Let's get into the business of the day. Alright, guys. So today, like you already know, this video has been one that has been sought after. And at first I was like, what's the fuss about buying a car in Canada? Like, is a car, anybody can buy a car. Barbara, you tell us about the car. I'm like, okay, no problem, better late than never. I'm going to get my husband on the seat. Let's talk about how we got our car in Canada. And guys, this is going to be so real as it gets. Every detail about how we got our car in Canada, we're putting it right here. So first question, babes, what kind of car do we have? Did we finance a car? Did we buy a car cash, like pay up front and buy the car? Did we finance every payment, or how did we get our car?
We drive a Ford, a 2013 Ford Focus sedan, and we did not finance the car.
So we got the car off someone and we paid cash, we paid in full, we did not finance a car, and we did not buy a brand new car.
No, it's not brand.
All right, so let us get that foundation, sorted. So let's talk about before we came to Canada, right? We always knew coming to Canada we would get a car. So what was your understanding about getting a car in Canada? How much it would cost? All of those kind of conversations. What was your understanding of all of that before coming to Canada?
You always knew we were going to get a car in Canada. You always told me, oh, Charlie, when you come to Canada, one of the first things you need to get is a car. Very important. He kept stressing it. The car is very important because you guys will be landing around winter, and you have kids, you need to move around, move about, so a car is paramount. So we've always known that yes, the car is paramount, so we plan for it. And then I asked him, oh okay, so what's the budget like for a car? So he said, okay, your first car shouldn't be a car that should you don't have to break the bank for the car. You just need a car to get it from spot A to spot B, to and fro, your first job, then when you settle in, you cannot get a good car. And that thing he said again was, you don't need to finance the car. That's okay, what's the budget? And what he said then was, okay, between 1,500 to at the very most 2,500. Get the car in naira. Like, okay, if you are saying 2,500, let me just do 3,000. So with 3K, I should be able to get a good car to start off, and that was the plan.
Okay, so that was our understanding of it, and of course, in our budget coming to Canada, we had that funds ready and available to get a car immediately we come to Canada. But like you all already know, if we say we came to Canada in September and we got the car first week in December, it then means that we did not get the car immediately. So
no, we did not.
So can you tell me what happened between the time we we came into Canada and why we did not buy the car immediately, how we ended up waiting till December, almost 3 months later, to get a car, and everything in that space. I guess this is where the lesson and the story is. So guys, listen really carefully. So babes.
Okay, so we got in 24th of September. So I mean, we're not going to land and just go and buy a car, right? Beginning of October, so I thought, okay, this should be like a good time to get a car. And then the first thing I thought of, let us first of all clear the driving test, all of those things out of the way. So you don't want to get a car, you don't have a driver's license, let us sort that out. Okay, prepare for the exam, because you first of all take the knowledge test. We took that test, we got class 7. Class 7 is the like learners, and then it was time for the road test, and then I booked the exam, did some classes with some drivers, some experienced drivers, paid classes anyways, did the classes, paid for the test, and then we got a date. I failed that test too. So it did not make sense for me to go and buy a car when I don't have a driver's license, because it will be the same thing. Prior to them, we were checking for cars. I wanted an SUV, and then I wanted a Hyundai. The prices were same. My lord, you remember? The prices were same. 5,000, 9,000, 8,000, like, is it because I'm checking for? And these were like 2010 cars, 2008. The prices were crazy. Now we're checking Facebook Market, we're checking different people and like that. And you were seeing car of mileage of more than 150,000, and they are seeing price of 6,000, 9,000. At that point, I now knew, oh, okay, this 253K will not work. Let's do 5K. So in one of my group I just saw one message. If you are new in Canada and you want to get a car as soon as possible, contact me, good price, good. I said, oh, nice. Then I called the number, I need a car, blah. I said, oh, what do I need? They ask plenty questions. You know these guys, once you need a car, they can pamper you, they can treat you like king, right? Yo, let's go check out one dealership and get the car. In fact, the guy just asked me 3 questions. First question, how long have you been in Canada? I said about 2 weeks. I could see his facial expression like, I said 2 weeks, okay, in his mind, okay, let me not judge him, maybe he has the raw cash. He said, okay, so do you have a job now? I said, not yet. He said, okay, so how much do you have for a car? I said, like 5K. In my head, 5K is big money. We can spread the rest payments, whatever it will be.
You know, 600 years.
The moment I said 5K, the guy's face was like, my friend, will you get out of this place? Dealership, as you just came in, 5K. The least car those guys had was like 35K.
But I want to ask you, because I did not go that day, right? But I need to ask you.
Yeah, you did go.
Dealership, is that not the place they finance car as well?
Yeah.
So why was he surprised? If you have 5K, is that not good money to
Okay. So
start off?
yeah, of course it's good money. I mean, if you want to drop a 5K right now
Yeah.
for a car,
They'll be happy.
they will argue. But at the time, remember we were 2 weeks in Canada, so we literally had no credit history.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay.
credit history is a big deal here. No job, no credit history, nothing. All you had is just 5K. I mean, what's the guarantee you will get a job? What's the guarantee that you will
Meet up your.
Nobody would. If anybody might consider you, get ready for crazy, unreasonable interest, right? But because we were new, I did not really understand a lot of things he was explaining. Like if he was talking credit score, it did not
make so much sense to you at
I
the
could
time.
not understand. So the guy just told us, oh well, we're sorry, we can't deal with you now, you are new. When you get a job and maybe you have done 3 months on your job and you can come back, we can see what we can do. Or I can recommend some people that you can buy off the market, of someone. That's what you can see with this your price. So it just kind of It just discharged me.
Yeah, professionally. At that point, you knew that okay, financing a car was perhaps not the best option. So you got a job, and then let's take the story off of the time when okay, this guy said you need a job, blah blah blah. Now you've gotten a job. Did you go back to the guy?
No.
Never. Okay, so let's take it off from there.
So recall we're still looking for a car off Facebook Market and off someone, and the prices were not nice and the mileages were not good. The least car we saw that we liked was like 7K.
Okay.
And we were willing to put down that kind of money, but not for a car we did not like.
Okay.
And then we got introduced to another lady in the dealership. No, I think I saw her on Facebook Market. So she put up one Hyundai 2016 SUV, Santa Fe. Beautiful car, good mileage. Mileage was about maybe 90K, less than 100K. And so I chatted her up. She said, "Oh, okay." I said, "I have 7K." She said, "Okay, 7K works for down payments, and then we can spread out the rest." Do I work now? I said yes. Okay.
So combining the harsh winter, having to take the kids to school, my husband going to work with public transport, the delays in public transport, having to pick the kids in terrible weather condition, we were literally frustrated. How many times did we go and see this lady? I think 3 times. I think 4 times.
4 times.
I went twice. I think you went 4 times. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about
her. I went to see her. She showed me cars, good cars, beautiful cars. I think she gave us one car.
Guys, I love those cars, guys.
2016 7-seater Hyundai Santa Fe. The mileage was a bit above 100K, but it was beautiful car. And then the price was 26K, and then plus interest 32K.
Sorry to cut you. So before we went to see her, we were thinking we were going to, what they call that thing, cash down.
5K cash
down. And then she mentioned that
0 down.
Oh, we could do 0 down. So we're like, okay, if there's anything that will make us hold back our money and then spread that over a period of time, we'll take that option. Because I mean, if it means going to the showroom, pick up a car, and then you still have your money with you and you can spread the payment, I mean, we'll take that option over dropping a 5K or a 7K.
So because we're 0 down, the interest went higher. It was 9,000, and my wife liked this car. It was a beautiful car. And a bit like 2 years, I always bounce it off on my friend like, yo, okay, I saw this car, I like it. So he will ask, okay, what's the price? I tell him like, whoa.
I was going to ask you, like, how much was your bi-weekly payment?
400 bi-weekly. No, 300 bi-weekly.
After reviewing your salary and your expense line, you honestly felt like you could afford.
Yeah. At the time, I like, but bro, it's just 300 bi-weekly. And It will just be laughing. Like
You don't know what you don't know.
Charlie, you don't want to tie yourself in this kind of debt this early. But I did not understand. So I was feeling like, don't you want me to drive a good car in this country? What kind of like, you know what, Charlie, that is not a good thing. That, first of all, the interest is too high, and then for that price you are saying, the mileage is too high.
Yeah.
Everything is bad about the deal.
All that I said, at different times we had gone to see different cars. So we'll go to the showroom today. She'll show us a number of cars, and we'll look at it and say, you know what, we'll get back to you. When we get back home, we'll call our guys, speak to them about it, and they will tell us this is not good enough. We have an entire file. Like, look at the file that she gave us with different, see all the different times, different codes, different blah blah,
different prices.
I'm not sure you guys are seeing it. Different prices, different things. We too will do our, when she's done, you know, telling us all the drama, we'll go back, we'll do our workings, we'll come back home, we'll sit down, and so it's like for them. Recall that we were at edge at this point, because recall that the weather was crazy and we really truly needed a car. Like, so imagine when we have seen something and we're like, okay, we can deal with this is something we can afford, and then we come back home, we're like, okay, tomorrow we'll call her up and close this deal. And then we talk to our friends and they're like, no guys,
that deal is bad.
This deal is bad. And we're like, long story short is that deal did not work for us. Like, our friends literally talked us out of it. Yeah, we kept on looking on Facebook Market until we found.
And then we found this car. The moment I saw the car, it just looked good. Ford Focus, 2013. I just said to my wife that I think I've seen our car. So I forwarded it to my wife. She said, babe, I like this car. This car is fine. It was very beautiful, new. And then I forwarded it to our friend. And then the guy said, okay, come see it first. If you like it, then we can conclude. So I contacted a mechanic in Nigeria, and then we agreed on fee. He followed me there. We checked the car. So he said the car was good. Everything is okay with the car. There's nothing wrong with the car. We drove to the bank. We drew the money, paid it, and then another set of issues that I was not even thinking about. First issue was, okay, you are buying a car of someone, he's going to remove his number plates. How do you drive your car home? You cannot drive a car without a plate number. You know what? I will pay your Uber back home, so just take me home. And then he agreed, so that's how the guy drove the car home.
Yeah, I came out to see the car, so beautiful, really beautiful white car, and I'm like, okay, cool.
I called our friend that evening. Guys, you got the car, congratulations, blah blah blah. The next question was, does the car have number plates? I'm like, no, it doesn't have number. I don't have number yet.
Yeah, he said you have to register it with the facility. What do you call it?
I have to register the car with my
facility management.
Facility management.
Yeah, I was like, but you need to register with a plate. I was like, the car doesn't have a plate here. I said, well, you will not be able to park it on the property because they will tow it. It might be, for all they know, it might be a stolen vehicle and it doesn't even have a plate, so they don't know who owns it. They'll just tow it out of the place. I was like, how did we not know all of these things? How? We bought a car. It was now almost as if we had bought problem.
As in, the car was now almost turned into a problem. I sent an email that, I just got my car. I need the space on the ground. The response was, there is no space on the ground now, so we're sorry. We can look for surface parking for you. And it was winter. Now we're doing like -35, -30, snow every day. So every day was cold, and you're always scared of, if my car doesn't start tomorrow, what will I do? So now I have a car, I cannot drive it. I'm scared.
You don't have a plate. You cannot drive it, and you do not have a plate.
I'm scared parking the car. So that weekend, I said, you know what? I'm doing my test this weekend. I'm not bothered about this week. I have to get my license and start driving and get the plate number, get insurance and all of those things, and then boom, I booked the test, went for it. You know, when you are angry and
your back is against the wall.
Yeah, so you need to fight back. So
yeah.
I went for the test. Guys, are you ready? I said, I'm ready. Let's go. The winter was similar to the first time I drove, and we did it. boom, we passed.
Odogu did it. He did it.
And then we passed, got the plate number, put on the car, got insurance, and boom. We started. The moment we did that, got plate number, got insurance, and then we started driving, that was like 50% of our struggles
Had been resolved.
just got resolved.
Tell me about the underground package. When did you get the underground package?
So we got the underground parking. So we parked surface for another 2 weeks plus thereabouts, and then it was pretty fast. Considering she said we had to wait in line for 10 people. So I don't know how she did it. Perhaps she saw we were concerned, and then in the next 2 weeks, she sent an email that, oh guys, good news. There's vacancy on the ground, and it was just the perfect space. You know, you just park your car, the stairs is just there. We just go upstairs and then
Come to the house.
we're in our house, and it was just really beautiful. By December ending, January, everything was fine.
Nice, yeah.
I had a job, my wife had a job, we had a car, movement was easy. We're not calling our friends like, oh, you carry us, we'll pick us, we'll join you. Everything was fine.
That's exactly the story how we got our car off Facebook Marketplace. That decision is one that we do not regret now, because we've been able to, we paid upfront, so we're not paying anybody monthly for our car. That has been done and sorted. Right now, we're just focusing on paying other bills that are recurring. What they call it? They are reoccurring. Yeah, so we are paying all of those kind of bills now. Car is not inclusive. So and right now we can't be more than more grateful that we do not have that as one of the bills that we're paying.
Yeah.
If not, if for choke.
And we are very grateful to our friends. They were stressing, walk away from that deal. That deal is a bad deal. I just thought 300 was small money, but now that your bills have, started piling, and you are just thankful that that is not part of your bills, right? Because the bills they don't end.
Yeah.
It's a continuous cycle. So anyone you can remove it. And the money we spent to buy the car, we've spent it, it's gone.
Been there, done that. That's all.
The car is good, zero issues. We've driven the car for 7 months now, zero issues. You just buy gas. I've serviced just once when we got the car there.
What are the costs associated with, buying a car? I would say there's the purchase cost, which is the cost of buying. There's also the maintenance cost, which is and this is something I got off our friend Shola Aditoye. So shout out to you, Shola. So there's the cost of purchase, the cost of maintenance, which is oil change, servicing, like you mentioned, car wash. For your car, you also have to pay insurance either monthly or annually, depends on the insurance company you're dealing with. And then there's also financing costs, that's if you finance the car, and there's also the depreciation cost. Of course, right now cars are expensive, so even if we have to sell this car right now and get something else, we'll most likely be selling it for the same amount that we got it.
Yeah.
This is not to say that it is bad for everyone who comes into Canada to get a car. So I don't want anybody to say, oh, Barbara said don't finance a car when you come to Canada. No, there are many people we know, there are many people we've heard about, there are many people we've watched as well that have financed cars, right? And it worked well for them. But that's not our case. We are grateful that we did not have to finance the car. We're grateful we had to pay straight up off someone.
That wasn't also easy.
That was not also easy. Like, it was a lot of money. We recall that the amount we thought we were going to use, which we had budgeted from Nigeria, we came back and we had to double the amount. So that was not also easy as well.
More than double.
Yeah, but we got that sorted and we're able to buy our car. So we do not regret taking that step. My personal advice to you, because somebody else has advised me and it worked well for me, if you are coming in and you ask for my advice, I will tell you to buy the easiest car. What you need at this point is really just to move from point A to point B. This is not the time to sit down in your car and look pretty is coming. But right now you just need a car that will be able to move you and your small family from point A to point B. Whatever it is that will be able to move you and your family from point A to point B is what you need. You don't need to come in and say, oh, you know what, I'm in Canada, I've arrived, I need to drive the latest Lexus 2024. you really don't need
That time is coming.
That time is coming.
That time is close.
Yeah, this is not the time. So you just need to do what works best for your family. And unlike most people would think, a car in Canada is not luxury. It is a necessity. All right. So, what other learnings do we have from this?
Okay, so you want to come in as a new immigrant with reasonable amount of money. So save up for a car. You need to understand that cars are not cheap.
Another thing I would talk about is about being wary of showrooms, dealership, and their marketers. To be honest with you, those guys will be so nice. They will pamper you into getting the car. And guess what? As much as they honestly wish you well, they are basically just doing their job.
They don't care about you.
They really do not care. Because the moment you sign those dotted lines, they possibly will get their commission, get that well done, you are doing a good job getting those clients, and then you are the one that has to face the struggles of paying that bi-weekly payment. And trust me, 2 weeks will come like 2 days.
So it is you and the bank that is doing the whole 2 weeks payment, 1 month payment, and if you default, they can come after your car, and so
So I would say that do not fall for that. They'll be so extremely nice. This particular lady, I believe that aside from her job, I really think she's really caring. But some other people, will just lure you into getting into that debt, and at the end of the day, you are stuck with it for the next 5 years of your life. You may be able to pay, but it's not something you want to be doing every 2 weeks. You feel like, what is this? Like my husband said, the person will not find the car as attractive anymore.
Also ensure that if you can, try to come in during the summer or the fall. Don't come in during winter, because if it is your first winter, it will be funny. And you don't want to do your driving test during the winter.
Hello guys, so a short information. I found out that I did not I don't know what happened to the last part of this video, so we decided to complete that part, the part that is missing, and end the vlog ASAP. So I recall what we're saying last was lessons that we're taking out of all of this car story we've given to you guys. So aside from all we have mentioned previously concerning the lessons, another important lesson, which is like by far the most important lesson you should be taking out of this entire episode, is that you should listen to wise counsel. So have friends and family or people that have come before you that you can speak to and that can put you in line. Most of the things they will be telling you, you most likely might not understand, because you are just coming into town and you don't know so much. But be rest assured that these people have your interest at heart, and they would give you information that would be useful to you in the long run. You might not see the usefulness now. You might think, are these ones trying to just frustrate me? But most times, so long as they are wise, recall I said wise counsel, so there's people you trust and you believe, and you can see with your eyes that these ones are wise, right? So that's something for me as well. I will be saying any other thing. I think those are the salient points.
I think that's everything.
I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed to shoot this content. Please, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Help us reach 5,000, 10,000 views and 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Share this video with everybody you know it will be useful to. Save this video and please join our growing family. Okay, so from us to you, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys. Mwah.